Lighting up that Ravens pack. Discount. Double check, nigga. Fuck you. All right. We're right back in it. Right back in it. I'm not going to lie. That discount double between Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, that did something to heal me inside. So, nonetheless, welcome. This is the Steelers Wattscast. I am your host, Watts740. And we got a game to talk about. So, as you may have noticed, I did change my mic color to yellow for the Steelers win. Couldn't figure out the other lights, so they're still purple. But Steelers Ravens, it only seems right to just go ahead and leave it alone. So, yeah, how you guys doing? Big win where you continue to ride this roller coaster. You know, last week it was fire Mike Tomlin. Season was over. Pathetic effort, all that good stuff. Today we win and we retake number one in the AFC North. We have the opportunity to actually have another winning season, and we have an opportunity to punch our ticket to the playoffs. So every week with this team, man, it's something new. Never know exactly what we're going to get. Just like me, the Steelers are very consistent at being inconsistent. So that's just something we got to continue to work on. But this was a solid effort. We're back in first place. Aaron Rodgers has his best game that I think he's fucking played since the Cincinnati game. I know he had the broken wrist. I think he suffered against, what was that, against the Chargers or something? I can't remember. But even without that, Rodgers didn't look the same. Just something didn't look right. But today he comes out 23 for 34, 284 yards, and a touchdown. Had a lot of really high precision, right in the bucket precision type throws that he completed today. DK was making big plays, was really getting us down the field early in the game. We came into this game not making any completions with 20 air yards with no completed passes with 20 or more air yards in the entire month of November. And today we had 3, maybe 4. I think we had 3. I think we had 3 to DK alone. And then we had the one fade to Calvin Austin. Shout out Calvin Austin. It's been a while since we've been able to see him just kind of run a fade, unleash some of that speed, and do what he's best at. So shout out to Calvin Austin on that one. We got Thielen for the first time. It was nice seeing another veteran, big body receiver out there. We dusted MVS off, got him off the practice squad. He got some snaps today. It was mainly walking. Thielen was able to get that one pass from Rodgers. It was like a 5-yard out on the right-hand side. That set us up with a more manageable third down. And it just seems like Tomlin has a one-up on Harbaugh, except for last year, of course. But I think it said Tomlin's 22-17 in his career against Harbaugh. We seem to get the best, or we seem to usually get the better end. Whoa, pause that. We usually seem to get the best of Lamar Jackson too. It seems like we have a pretty good record with him on the field. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems like we win more often than not. So Lamar continues to struggle against the Steelers. Big Darnell Washington unfortunately got hurt, caught a pass, got hit low. At first I thought it was a lower body injury, and I was scared. Not saying that, they say he's in concussion protocol. I'm not saying that your brain's not important. I don't think that. But I was a little bit more relieved, let him rest. Maybe he'll have to take a week off and let him rest. But I'm just glad he's going to be able to come back, because I was thinking, he was walking off the field. I was really thinking something with his legs were messed up. So shout out Darnell, get healthy. That really changed our game plan. Connor Hayward said after the game that once he got hurt, they had to kind of scramble to change up the game plan without his, one, his freakish blocking ability, and then 2, him being a big body receiver and one of the only people who actually gets the ball over the middle of the field. So that was a setback, but we were able to overcome. And Andrews how do you say his name? Our left tackle that was in for Darnell Washington. He unfortunately got hurt too. So I think it was Dylan Cook that came in relief of him, white boy number 70. He came in, played solid. No glaring issues I noticed out of him. So I mean, the less you notice from your offensive lineman usually means they're doing okay. The defense held pretty good in the first half. I'm looking at it here. In the first half, we only gave up 9 points, gave up about 70, somewhere between 71 and 79 yards rushing total. And I don't know if we got a turnover in the first half or not, but we went into halftime again, leading 17-9. Um, so I know we had this thing about going into the halftime with leads and not closing on the second half, which we'll get to here in just a second. But I thought the defense in the first half looked good. We'll get back to them here in a minute. Um, Lamar Jackson did have a couple big runs. It's okay. So yeah, I think this was mainly in the second half. So okay, we'll talk about it now because the next thing I wrote down, not paying attention, my bad. In the second half, I feel like we just got burned by a couple of long runs. I know Lamar Jackson had a decent run up the middle. Somebody didn't stay in their gap. He picked up a first down, a crucial first down. He also got that touchdown up the middle as well. He or Derrick Henry, I think, had like one, maybe two explosive runs, and then their backup, I can't remember his name right now, but he fucking damn near scored. He hit a home run. I don't know if it was Pierre. I think it was Pierre that chased them down and prevented a touchdown. They ended up scoring anyway, but good effort on I believe it was Pierre. If not, my mistake. My apologies to whoever did make that play. So I feel like a lot of their running plays, I think they finished with 217 yards rushing. So that's not good. But I'm pretty sure most of these came in the second half. Oh, Keaton Mitchell, 55 yards on that one run play. Derrick Henry, his longest run of the day was 9, and then Lamar had a 9-yard run. Okay, so I mean they ran the ball 40 fucking times. They were pounding the rock. So pause. We only ran the ball 17 times, which I still think that needs to improve. Speaking of running the fucking rock, Aaron Rodgers with the fucking um, with the touchdown. I don't know if I already mentioned that or not. That in the discount double check, bro. That was Perk Rogers. That's why I got the jersey. That's why we got this jersey. Um, yeah, that was really fun to see, and just Rogers' mobility in the pocket, just the way he's able to elude. I know he can kind of get himself in trouble sometimes with that, but I mean, for the most part in his career, he's really good at that. I don't know, like I said, someone right these last couple of weeks, but today it looked like Aaron Rodgers, like some vintage shit for real. Let's see what else we got here. James Pierre, which who fucking knew James Pierre was Lamar Jackson's cousin? I don't know. Like some families just got crazy ass genetics, bro. Like brothers and cousins and stuff, and the all professional athletes. Like it's crazy. But he baits him into the throw. Lamar's rolling right. There was like two people in the flats, and then it looked like they were both going to rush Lamar, and I think he sensed that too. But James Pierre peeled back, went up with one hand, made a good interception. And I think we ended up scoring off of that. If I'm not mistaken, I heard that we're the number one. We're number one in the league in scoring off of turnovers. That was a good play by Pierre. Hell of a fucking play by Pierre. Um, Jabril Peppers. Am I saying? Wait, what's his name again? Peppers dude that plays for us. That used to play for the Browns and the Patriots. He had himself a good game. He was in for Duggar. I was so glad to see him. He was in the game early and often. I know we went towards Chuck Clark towards the end of the game, which I still don't really fucking understand. I don't know what we were doing because I don't want to say it was his fault that shit started going, but that shit started kind of going wrong once he was in there. It might just be a coincidence, but I thought Peppers came in and played good. You saw him down in the box a lot. And I think he played solid with that diaper that he wears on his helmet, which I'm not going to lie. If I was a professional football player, I'd probably wear one too because people be out there getting their fucking bells rung. So I'd probably wear one. But JPJ, I think he played good other than the 2 penalties. He had one penalty where Jalen Ramsey made a hell of a play on the ball, and they called holding on JPJ, and like you see him like holding the dude like 10, 15 yards down the field, but it looks like they're literally wrestling each other. It's like they're arm fighting each other. So like I don't get how you can only call that on our guy. If anything, it should have been offsetting penalties, but I mean, who am I? But he also had the big pass breakup in the end zone, which did we get benefit of the call there? So we might have got benefit. I thought that was a touchdown. They put it side by side next to the Roman Wilson play because obviously it's like the same exact play that he had against Green Bay. The only difference, the literal only difference, was Roman Wilson got a third, fourth, and like a fifth, or damn near a fifth foot down, just tap, 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 and then the ball comes out. Whereas Likely got 2 feet down, and then his third, he was about to get the third, and like as the third foot's about to go down, the ball comes out. So I mean that's the only difference, but I think we got the benefit of that call. But hey, we'll take it. I mean, we've been hoed with a lot of different calls this season too. So we will take that. So shout out JPJ for that. For the most part, we had Gainwell as our featured back. Well, at least it felt like it now that I'm looking at the numbers here. Gainwell had 4 carries for 15 yards. And he had the touchdown on the pitch out to the left. He made a hell of a play there. Warren had 8 carries, only 13 yards though, 1.6 yards per carry. And then Caleb Johnson got 2 carries for 4 yards. And then Aaron Rodgers, of course, he had 2 carries for 0 yards somehow. 2 carries, 0 yards, but he had the discount double check touchdown. But Gainwell, he looks good out there. I'm not mad that he's getting touches. I just think we need to get Warren more touches. And Warren did have the swing pass. I don't know if it was the same pass. Aaron Rodgers threw a no-look pass, which is cool. I don't know why he does it, but I mean, fuck it. He did have a no-look pass, but this might have been a different pass where he threw the swing out to Jalen Warren. Muth was also wide open up the seam. I don't know what coverage they were in, but like you leave the flats and the seam open on the same side of the field. What are you doing? But we'll take it. MVS walks him into the end zone. Lead blocker didn't have to touch a soul. Just walk next to him and look pretty while you score a touchdown. I don't know what the fuck the Ravens were doing there. And let's see. I did want to mention Harrison too. Get well soon. I know he had a scary hit, especially with us Steelers fans know the Shazier hit. I don't even really like talking about that. But, he hit and then you just went straight down. It was just good to see that young man stand up and walk off the field. So shout out to him. Get healthy. And, like, these second half meltdowns, I don't know if I could call it a meltdown because, like, we scored 10 points in the third quarter, but we just scored 0 in the fourth. And even though we got a stop, we went 3 and out. Like, we get the stop, we think we sealed the game, but we go 3 and out and give the ball right back to them with, like 2 minutes left. And, luckily we get a stop again. But we can't just always play down to the wire. It would be nice to kind of just relax and enjoy a victory. We don't always want to be playing these down to the wire. Busted coverages, people running wide open. Zay Flowers wide open. Mark Andrews wide open. Bateman was wide open on one play. He ran out to the left. He's wide open. Got the first. Might have even got a fucking touchdown. Dropped the ball. So, like, we got to quit busting coverages. Pause. We got to quit letting these, like, explosive plays. But, like, I think it said we played 77 plays on defense. Like, there's got to be a balance. What do you think is going to happen if they're on the field all day and they're running the ball 40 times? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot going on. So we have to be better there because that's the shit that's going to let teams stay in games, and then that's how we lose these. That's how we lose these games. We're winning the games until we're not, and it's just like, and and we just look really bad doing it when that shit happens. Like, it looks bad. So we really got to clean that shit up. But when it did matter the most at the end, Alex Highsmith did come screaming around the corner. Cam Hayward also hit like a little, like, I don't know what they call it, where you start here and then like they start at the one guard and then they loop around past the center from the other side. Cam Hayward creates pressure, gets Lamar scrambling. He doesn't see Highsmith coming, and Highsmith finally fucking gets him. Like, there's multiple plays. Like, Queen almost had him. There was a play Watt almost had him. There was a few plays where we almost got him, and he's just throwing the ball. He's just getting the ball off. So where it mattered most, we finally got it, but we got to get these quarterbacks on the ground. Like, TJ looked kind of like hurt out there. I know he got hurt at the end of last game. He looked slow. I think he's hurt. But like, we got to generate more pressure. We had some good coverage today, but we really, like, we have all these edge rushers. We got to get home. And couple quick shout outs I wanted to mention. Benny Sco on the gunner play. It went viral. It was him just basically getting manhandled by two Ravens paws and just fighting, scrapping to get back into play. Shout out to him for his effort. He had a catch today too, I think. And of course, he's our best blocking receiver. You might want to say with, if you want to maybe say DK, maybe with MVS or Thielen, but most people would probably say him. But he played good. Kuntz, he was one of the first people down. I think he might have made a shoestring tackle on one of those plays. It might have been that same exact play that Benny was in, I'm talking about. And then DK ran a snap at the gunner, and this giant ass behemoth human being just trotting down the field. Bro, it shit was funny. Like, dudes were hitting him, but he's like, like, he's probably ain't used to people that big running gunner. Like, it was something to see. I'll say that. It was really something to see. But I think that's everything. We've been about 17 minutes, so I think I'm gonna cut it here. But if you did make it to this point in the video, I do want to thank you. I don't think there's anything I missed. Cincy lost, which is good. I kind of wanted them to beat Buffalo so they could kind of, in the wild card race just in case. Anyway, but they lose, which gives us they're out. We only have to worry about Baltimore. Shout out Shadur. But unfortunately, they couldn't get it done either. So he played good, but they lost. So that's actually kind of a win-win for me. Anything else? Who we play next week? We play Miami. Yeah, we play Miami. We got to stop them from running the ball, obviously. Hopefully, Rodgers is here again. Mike Tomlin can rest easy for another week. And like Aaron Rodgers said, maybe you guys can just shut the fuck up for a week. All right. Catch you guys later. GG's. Like and subscribe if you want to. Appreciate you guys watching. Later.